so much.
Well, welcome everybody. We got about a 15-second countdown, I believe.
Apparently.
I don't know what happened there.
Cult of Collectors. Thank you, everybody, for showing up.
That was a good thing I had my pants on just then.
There we go.
Yeah.
I'm still missing mine.
I know.
How's everybody doing today?
I thought I had everything on, but I only have a shirt on.
It's like I got 10 seconds to put my pants on. I better hurry. Oh crap. What?
I thought this was a Zoom meeting, not a StreamYard meeting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, how's everybody doing?
Good.
Awesome. John, so what's new with you for buying physical media this week?
Well, I've got a few things. I'm still waiting on several things, like the I'm waiting on what's the one you got earlier in the week?
A Half-Baked?
Half-Baked, yeah. I'm waiting on Half-Baked. It comes tomorrow. And I'm also waiting on that set that Jody got, that set that you have already as well. I can't remember the name of it right off the bat.
Set?
Yeah, it's that Arrow set.
Oh, yeah.
Which one is that?
It's not up here. It's that new one.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember the name. Crap.
But I also picked this up on Kino Lorber, Alphaville.
Oh,
well,
cool.
My Willy Wonka shipped today, so I should have that hopefully by either Friday or Saturday.
Yeah, I've been seeing people posting where it got done and shipped.
What happened?
Oh no!
I did just get this. I just got this in this afternoon.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I have Willy Wonka coming hopefully by Friday or Saturday, and an old Weird Al Yankovic movie, UHF.
Oh yeah, I've got that one.
I have
that's a good release.
Yeah.
I didn't have it in my collection. Nobody? I never saw that.
I need to.
I just seen it last night. Yeah, I didn't see it. Well, yeah. If you like John Wick, you'd like that.
Yeah. That's what I heard.
I mean, I do like John Wick, but I don't know. Oh, there he is. Something happened.
Oh,
and also,
yeah, we can hear you.
I watched this as well. I just got this on Blu-ray. The Trouble with the Curve.
Never seen. Oh
yeah,
one.
That's pretty good.
Long times I saw that one.
Yeah. Also got that King Kong 4K. I kind of ran through everything.
Oh, Peter Jackson.
Yeah.
See, okay, I got to admit, I enjoy the Peter Jackson, but at the same time, I don't. Only because he's literally just redoing the 1933 and then adding here and there.
Yeah.
And I figured it being Peter Jackson, why not just give it your own story, so to speak, rather than like rehashing the old script?
Yeah, I get that. I think that's what he wanted to do, though. I think he wanted just to update the original and kind of just bring it, because I mean, there were a lot of parts just like the original.
Oh yeah, like the 1976 one with Jeff Bridges. I thought that was a better remake. No offense to Peter Jackson's, but a better remake on the whole, like say, like darker and grimmer aspect of the story of King Kong.
Yeah, I want to get that.
Yeah, I enjoy that. That's my favorite King Kong. I don't know what you guys think of the King Kong movies and which one's your actual favorite, but I could say that 1976 King Kong is my favorite King Kong.
Yeah. That's definitely the one from my childhood. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I like 76. I just don't like the kind of the implied rape of the lead character. What's her name?
Jessica Lange.
Lange. Yeah. There's this weird applied rape, but King Kong's like some kind of where she like tears her dress off. It's a weird vibe in that movie.
Oh, the whole it looks like I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
The rest of the movie's fine. It's just that weird scene. It's like I'm trying to think that what's that there's a alien movie that I'm trying to think of their name, but it's
maybe I might know.
No, yeah, it's a newer movie that came out. It's a comedy. It's got Simon Pegg in it. That Alien movie he did a couple
Oh,
of years
at World's
ago.
End.
Yeah,
World's
yeah.
End.
No, the one he did.
Paul. It's just called
Paul.
Paul.
Oh, Paul.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
Paul.
Paul's. It's a funny movie. It's a pretty good little movie, but it's got that weird scene where they go in the little alien, where they're that scene where they're in the little alien restaurant, and those guys came in like they're at the bar getting like their silly drinks and stuff from the little alien, and these guys come in and like start harassing them, and it's just like really awkward. It's like a weird moment. It's the kind of the same thing. It just almost throws the movie off the rails for some weird reason. Do you guys have any movie moments like that you can think of? That's kind of weird movie moments that almost derails the movie.
Well, I could say with Spaceballs, the first time I saw it, since I was kind of getting into the like sci-fi genre in general. And I didn't know all the Star Wars movies yet, and other, like, say, space movies just yet either.
Yeah.
So the guy who had the alien pop out of his chest and then do a dance number, I'm like, where did that come from? And I hadn't seen Alien yet. Hadn't seen it yet. So
I could see that being extremely confusing.
Yeah, and then when I saw Alien, I'm like, that's where they got that from. And then I'm like thinking, where did the whole "Hello, my baby"? And all of a sudden, that's like the theme song for Warner Brothers at one point.
Yeah. Yeah,
it was confusing.
Yeah.
I love Spaceballs. I like the 4K transfer, but at the same time, I don't. I feel like it could have gotten a better mastering, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Before we go any further, I would want to introduce Mike from DAGUE Films. I almost said that wrong again, but it's pronounced DAG, like dagger. He made sure I sure I remember that.
Don't do that on the screen.
I apologize. He was in and out at the beginning with some technical difficulties, but this is Mike's a good guy. We've done some podcasts before, and he's got a massive amount of movie knowledge in his brain. I'm envious of him.
So much you can't get me on the full screen.
Yeah.
So
right.
What would you say your knowledge is more based on with movies?
Oh, a little bit of everything.
So you would say no more background behind the scenes, or say mainly mainstream?
Well, just a little bit of everything. Like, I don't know, everything you can think of. Just maybe not so much behind the camera, but you know what I mean? Like, all the way from silent movies all the way up to whatever in between. So
yeah, well, because me and John, we were talking about it before, and he said he's more the behind the scenes person, to where he could tell you director, writer, producer, all that stuff.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, a little bit of that too. Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm more, I guess you could say I'm somewhat both, but I would say I'm more towards the mainstream aspect, to where I could tell you actors, and the plot of a story rather than say who directed more.
Oh, well, no, I can drop like some kind of just, I don't know, some just weird, bizarre name all of a sudden, and you'll be like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Well, how far
like
would you say your history of film goes? Like, do you like Danny DeVito films? Do you like Michelle Pfeiffer films? Like, what do you say you like more?
Oh man, I don't know. I'm really a lot of a mixed bag of stuff, man. Just a lot of stuff. Just all the decades. I really like the 70s decade. I thought there was a lot of stuff.
I'm more 80s. More 80s.
But yeah, sure. I grew up in the 80s, so of course I know, all the 80s stuff.
Of course.
But
yeah, that's my favorite.
But yeah, man. I'm just a big box of a lot of crap in there. Just useless knowledge in a way, but, but
I don't think it's useless. I think it's actually very informative if somebody doesn't know and they actually want to know.
Yeah, but then they're like, "Should I believe you?"
Hey, that too. Don't get me
wrong. How do I verify that?
Well, and it's funny that you say the whole "should I believe you," because somebody who YouTuber wise, you might know the name, you might not. Films at Home. Do you recognize that name? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Apparently, just recently, he's been getting a lot of heat for a recent video he uploaded about grading VHS and like DVD and all that stuff for like say high price value, and just basically calls it a scam without actually like calling these people jerks or anything like that or whatever.
Mhm.
And he kind of, I guess he pissed off that community, and now they're just trying to make him look bad and make him look like an awful person.
Yeah, but you know that I don't know. I mean, you can't compare like say a laser disc to 4K. So I don't think the community that only likes laser discs can't really get offended by somebody talking about a 4K. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, I don't want to say it's a niche community, but I mean, I like everything. I mean, of course, I have VHS and stuff, but you know, I mean, I haven't seen that video, but you know, I do watch them a lot, but I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, no, he just mainly talks about grading VHS like in pristine condition, kind of like they do with baseball cards, where they kind of value it at a certain price. Yeah, that's what he was talking about.
Oh, well, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I have no idea what to say about that. So.
No, that's all good. I mean,
I wouldn't have got mad personally. I wouldn't have got mad. I mean, that's your opinion, you know. So
that's exactly my point. Yeah. They got upset over an opinion, and it's like, first of all, he wasn't even necessarily trash talking you guys. He was just saying that it's kind of weird that people who have to pay $65 just to find out if something is worth it or not worth it, you either gain something or lose something.
Okay, I'll see that.
Yeah, and it's like, well, I can see the point of that, and sometimes it works. You know, it just depends on the situation and what you're actually trying to build as a collection, too.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
So, Jody, did you get any more custom steelbooks?
Nothing recently. No.
Nothing recently. Okay.
I've got too many. I got too many things on pre-order. I need to wait for those to come in before I start ordering the custom stuff. The only thing recent, I picked up that I don't have it up here. It's still downstairs to open and take pictures of. But I got that steelbook for the Batman Long Halloween Part 1 that came out.
Nice.
And I haven't opened it yet, so I don't know the condition. But I think I told y'all Sunday that I ordered that Game of Thrones steelbook set that was.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Off. It was $100 off on Best Buy, so I kind of had to just
might as well, yeah.
The box it came in is pretty legit, so I'm going to be shocked if it's damaged. So, but I still got to open that up.
Yeah.
What is it? 4K?
A little.
Yeah, it's the whole series in 4K on Steelbook.
Oh wow, okay.
And yeah, it was like one of those one-day deals. It was $100 off. I was like, okay, let's see what's up.
So how much did you end up paying for? You say $100 off. So what did you pay for?
I was gonna say.
I think it was like 130, 140.
Not bad.
Yeah,
That's pretty it's a pretty hefty series. I mean, it's got a lot, you know.
Yeah.
And it's one of those nicer steel. It's like the actual box is steel, kind of like the old Harry Potter and the Hobbit. It's not one of those paper ones like they did for Back to the Future.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny because I know that the first Harry Potter Sorcerer and the Stone getting its anniversary steel book.
Yeah.
Everybody was kind of asking someone, is there going to be other steelbooks to go along with it? And of course, he's saying not at this time. And I'm like, well, they have the 4K set, but now you have to go through resellers just to get it.
Yeah.
And that sucks.
The only thing that would interest me about this one coming out is if it was the ultimate uncut edition that they play on TV all the time, but they've never released on physical copy. Mm-hmm. But this is not that still. So I don't know what's up with that.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for the Problem Child Ultimate Cut.
Oh, there you go.
Problem Child, really?
No. I like Problem Child, but no, I'm just joking. No, there's a Problem Child. There's a cut of Problem Child. It's a TV cut. That's what it is. But do you remember the back cover of the VHS of Problem Child? It has him sitting there with a remote control helicopter. He's like sitting on a porch or something with a remote control helicopter, and that scene is not in I don't think in the theatrical cut or on the VHS cut, but it was in the TV cut. And it's basically him terrorizing the neighborhood with a remote control helicopter flying through stuff, but it's cut out for some reason. It's never been put in. I want the Problem Child Ultimate Cut.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I was in my local
I like
Walmart.
Problem Child, but I don't know if I need all those extras.
Yeah, sure, yeah. I was in Walmart today, and they've been scaling back forever. And they had one copy of The Hobbit and one copy of the Lord of the Rings 4K stuff. So I was looking at that and checking it out. It was the first time I've been in Walmart for a while, and so it was kind of sad to see all the lack of stuff. But
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's getting pretty rough.
Yeah, because I mean, I have the Lord of the Rings and Hobbit 4K, but I didn't get the steelbooks because at the time the steelbooks weren't even in anymore because they were all sold out. And you almost thought they were out of print in a way because you didn't think they were going to come back because resellers selling them for more than what they're worth. And all of a sudden they put them back, and I'm like, well, shit, you guys fucking suck, because it's what I wanted originally. But now I can't do the steelbooks because, well, I mean, I could. Don't get me wrong, I could, but I don't usually double dip on the 4K.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
I mean, subtitles maybe, but not that one.
Mid-level says, "What's up?"
Hey, mid-level, what's up? Yeah. What does that say?
Oh yeah, congrats on the 100 subs.
There you go. Yeah,
That's
John, you gotta do your giveaway now.
Yep.
Yeah, I did that.
He straight up said on 100 subs he was doing a giveaway.
Nice.
And what was it going to be for?
It is Ghostbusters 1 and 2 4K Steelbook.
Nice.
Cool.
The exclusive Steelbook.
Yep.
Nice. I don't even think it's in stock anymore either.
I don't think so.
Yep.
I think that's an out-of-print Steelbook.
I thought whenever I first posted that, then I would have hit 100 pretty quick, but people don't go for it. That's fine. I'd rather just earn the subs without doing that stuff,
What do we have to do you're going to randomly pick somebody from your subscribers? Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to do when I get to 500.
So there won't be no like voter fraud or anything like that, I hope.
Recount, damn it, recount.
We'll see.
Yeah, I'm going to demand a recount. For sure.
If I don't win, I'm going to be pissed.
I did one at 50.
If I don't get that Steelbook, what the hell?
Yeah, I did one at 50 for a Steelbook. Both of these are duplicates I had, and I was like, I don't need two, so I'm going to give one away.
Well, see, I have the Steelbook of the 1 and 2 that you're giving away. I got it through Amazon originally, and I didn't know that it was a Best Buy exclusive. And I was like, well, how does the Best Buy go through Amazon? But regardless, I got it. But it has a little warpness on the frickin' Steelbook. And luckily the movies work. They work. But I was a little upset about the case. But I said, screw it. I'll keep it. Because, I mean, the movies are not messed up. So it make no sense to get rid of it.
That's cool, man.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and there was some announcements today.
Oh, is it?
There's been some
you want to go to
4K announcements.
Yeah, the officially Roger Rabbit now slated to come for October.
Yep.
Yeah, I did see that.
I am excited for that.
Yeah.
We were just talking about that in the Sunday show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And
I
Unbreakable.
might. I was gonna say I might get that Howard the Duck. I know some people are like saying, I don't know, but it's just.
I already have it on pre-order.
It's just
day one,
weird.
man. Day one.
it's crazy, man. But I don't know.
Flight of the Navigator that needs a 4K.
Yes, it does.
Yeah. It does.
I have. How many copies do I have? I have 2 copies of that movie, but I'll take a third. It's cool.
Yeah. What about some movies? What about some movies that aren't on Blu-ray that people would wish they would come on?
I already have one that I can say right now, just because it is a movie that I love personally, and it's called Jack the Bear, starring Danny DeVito.
I remember that movie.
Yes, it's
not on Blu-ray.
No, it's not. It's only on DVD. And the sucky part is you can only find it through resellers, and they can cost anywhere from $30 to $60 and so on.
Wow.
Now, if you want something that's kind of like an all region, you might have to go to eBay and actually order from the South Korean region.
Yeah.
Weird, but
they do a lot of dupes. They do a lot of duplicates, but they're usually pretty good. I've got some South Korean stuff. So
yeah, like I got Cool World, and that one's now in the works, or possibly just still talks of getting a Blu-ray itself.
Yeah. I think, and Sunday, I think we talked about Powder. I would love to see Powder get a Blu-ray.
Yes, correct. Love
to
to
see
see that.
Have isn't the director of that like the guy with all the controversy? He did something
we were trying to. I knew there was something about the movie of why it's taking so long. Or
not talked about.
I didn't know if it was a director or an actor thing. I knew there was something, but I didn't know what it was.
Yeah, I don't want to. I'm pretty sure it's the guy that did the. What's the
Jeepers Creepers?
Jeepers Creepers series and stuff like that. Yeah,
that guy.
Yeah, so a lot of that stuff. If you, that stuff's worth a lot of money if you get a hold of it. So because you probably won't see much of that anymore.
No, he did do the third one. He did do the third one, and then people found out about his past or whatever, and then of course shit at the fan, and nobody wanted to see it.
Yeah, but still, it's I don't know. It's like, where do you separate real life and art? It's like
that's a really good question. Like, how do you separate reality from art itself? And I mean, to me, they go hand in hand, but at the same time, you got to be careful. Like when you watch an award ceremony, I'm not there to watch you to talk politics. I'm there to watch you say thank you for your support. Yeah. Thank you for this and that, and it's like, it's not me knocking your point of view. It's just, don't use that for that place, because that's a field of entertainment, not politicalness.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just
plain and simple.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a slippery slope, I guess. I don't know. It's kind of like with like say Woody Allen and
Roman
Polanski. It's like I love their art, but I'm not going to judge them on their personal life, but at the same time, I don't know. I don't know where I'm at with it, because we're just living cancel culture, Bill, nowadays, so we don't.
Yeah.
Like, in all fairness, I can't get behind Kanye West, artist or person.
True, yeah.
I'm dead serious. As much people as they give him praise of being like this musical genius, no, he's not. I'm sorry, but he is not. And I'm going to say that on record, whoever's watching this. He is not a musical genius. Like, does he know how to create? Yes, he can create. He's decent at it. But I wouldn't call him professional. I would not.
No, I'm not a fan, really. So.
It was pretty awesome though. Whenever he got up on that award show and interrupted
Taylor Swift, yeah. I'm sorry, but Beyonce deserves this, not you.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, really? Go sit the fuck down.
Yeah, that was a pretty ballsy move.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I agree for sure.
That's somebody. That's another person that she's another person that should have never stuck her foot into the political ring.
Oh, Taylor Swift?
Yeah.
It's funny. Anybody could say that about anybody in general. Yeah. Everybody's allowed to have their opinion, but we don't need to hate on them in general. Like, you could have a difference of opinion. Doesn't mean I hate you.
Yeah.
I can disagree with it. Doesn't mean I have to like you or whatever, like, but I don't have to be disrespectful to you either.
Yeah.
Don't
need to be talked down.
I was going to say, recently I got a movie. I don't know what you guys think about this movie. It's the first time I saw it, so it was a blind buy. So I got Southland Tales, that Arrow release.
That's an apocalyptic type of style movie.
Yeah. It was just an overload of movies. So I'm going to definitely have to watch it a couple more times just to dissect it a little bit.
Well, it's funny because Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and Seann William Scott, that's not their first, because they have two movies together.
Yeah.
Not just that one.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a big fan
it's
of,
good. It's good.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, I love Donnie Darko. I think it's just a movie to repeat and watch a lot. It just, I don't know. It seems like I get brought into it every time it starts.
I think I have that behind me.
You know, but yeah,
Donald Darko.
It's a hell of a movie, though.
Did you watch the theatrical or the extended that came with that?
I think
in all honesty, I have not watched this yet.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen the movie itself, just not the Arrow release yet. And I went ahead and just requested a replacement disc just to be on the safe side.
Did that one have a replacement disc?
You were allowed to request it, yeah.
Oh, I've gotten lost. There's been so many screw ups this year. I've gotten lost on what I was supposed to request and what I wasn't supposed to request.
It might have been Geek Gab. I think he was the one who had the whole like, hey, for anybody who's got, discs that are glitchy or whatever, this is the site to do it. And I went ahead and did it. And actually, this was supposed to be the month that it was going to start sending out the replacement copies.
I still haven't asked for my replacement for the Shout Friday the 13th. I still haven't even done that yet. And
it's funny. I'm still trying to get through all my Friday the 13th still. I'm stuck on 5, I think, at the moment.
Yeah.
Is that the box set?
Yeah, the recent one.
Was there a problem with it? I hadn't heard of any problems with it.
I forget which one. Was it part
part
8?
3?
I think it was I know it was number 10. They said it was the sound where he's supposed to hit the bodies against the wall or something. It's supposed to give a certain sound effect, and they cut it out or whatever.
Yeah, there was a sound issue.
It was a sound issue, yeah, for that one. And the other one, I'm not sure.
Yeah, there was at least 2 in the set that had to have replacement discs.
Well, with Donnie Darko, I got the older Blu-ray edition of the Arrow edition, the previous one.
I got that one, too. I figured if anything goes wrong with this set, at least I'll have that Blu-ray and then the replacement disc.
Yeah. I like the artwork on the 4K, but the previous box I think was better than this one.
Yeah, I like the artwork. Yeah,
I didn't realize that Donnie Darko was the movie that the remake of the song Mad World came to.
Yeah.
I just knew the song, but I didn't know that originally the band was Tears for Fears, the same band who gave us Who Wants to Rule the
World.
Yeah.
I like that band.
So the one 4K this year that I didn't replace is the Django.
Oh, I'm not worried about that.
I bought the Blu-ray that came out last year. It's the exact same box and everything.
Yeah,
so I was like, I'm not replacing this because it can't be that much better. The 4K can't be that much. Yeah.
On that one, I scored the Steelbook on the original release, where like the day of release they told everybody to cancel it because they got sued. So, but somehow my Amazon order shipped out before that cancellation came in. So I've got the Steelbook, and then I've got the box set that came out next, but it got canceled again because they got sued again. So,
you're talking about the Sergio Corbucci one?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I got the previous one also.
Yeah. So. But I didn't go back in to get the 4K because I was like, I've already got 2 copies of this film.
Yeah.
One of which I don't know if there's anything special about the Steelbook, seeing how since it's the version that technically got canceled. I don't know. I never opened it. I've still got it sealed.
I was just surprised that they re-released it so soon, because they literally last summer the Blu-ray came out, and then they turned around 6 months later and released the 4K. I thought it was kind of cheap on their part. And I love Arrow. They make a great product, but I just didn't like that too much.
I think the Blu-ray they tried to release last year got canceled. Like, I think it made it like a week out of release, and then they had to pull it back again because they got sued again.
Well, that's the one I have. That's why I didn't realize that it happened. Is that what you're talking about? Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I didn't realize that it happened. Yeah, I
ended up getting the Steelbook of that one, Blu-ray. So it's pretty cool. I think it's got the same special features on this new 4K anyway. So it's kind of like, unless you just want that picture upgrade, then you're good to go. Just keep it, So that's where I'm at. I'm just going to keep it. So.
Oh yeah, me too.
Well,
Awkward sound of silence.
Good time.
Yeah.
Good time.
Yeah.
That's fun. This is fun.
So do you guys really like spaghetti westerns and stuff? Because that's somewhere
Yeah.
that's one
In
of my
all honesty, westerns in general, I'm very picky. Like very, very picky. Like I
Yeah.
like the good, the bad, and the ugly. Clint Eastwood, love that. And I think it's anything western. So I couldn't just say spaghetti western themselves, but just western all around. Tombstone, love very much. And Unforgiven. That's another great one in my opinion. But for spaghetti westerns, I couldn't give you a definitive answer on that.
Yeah. Well, you know, you haven't found one yet. You'll find one day, and you'll be like, oh man, can't get enough. So
Mike, do you like Anthony Mann westerns?
Oh yeah, man, I love
Anthony Mann in general. I mean, he's done many other movies, but his westerns are fantastic.
Yeah,
Who here liked Cowboys versus Aliens?
That's good. It was all right.
You know, I still have never seen that movie.
Really?
I haven't seen it, so I can't really say.
Yeah,
I just heard it wasn't good.
Yeah, I heard so many mixed. I remember the trailer and thinking, okay.
Okay, well, I can tell you visually it's pleasing.
Okay.
I could say that, but like maybe dialogue and maybe story, not the greatest, but
yeah.
If you want good action, just with good visuals, it's a good movie to watch for that.
It's got a cool steel book that I might pick up if I find it cheap.
Oh, well, there you go. I would say definitely recommend it for a first-time watch, if anything.
Yeah. I'll put it on the list.
And then you can make your own judgment and say, hey, I just watched this. It's up for sale.
$5.
But I liked it, but you know, I also like a movie a lot of people sometimes I like movies people don't like too, like John Carter. I like John Carter, you know.
I like John Carter.
Reviews.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Yeah.
I went in with all the mixed reviews coming at me. And at the end of it I was like, I could go for a sequel of this, honestly.
Yeah.
Well, like my obsession with the movie The Crow. Not everybody's going to like the movie. Good portion will, but not everybody. And those who say they don't like, of course, I'm like, oh, you talking shit, even though it's their opinion. I can't really get mad. But yeah, I mean, The Crow to me is just a very iconic film, you know, for Brandon Lee himself as an actor, even though they kind of used his body double to, you know, fill in the gaps to finish the movie, still turned out to be a masterpiece to me, at least.
Yeah, definitely a late 90s masterpiece. I was going to say, you probably have seen Bone Tomahawk, which is kind of a mixture of Western and like sci-fi.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah.
That movie's incredible. Now I haven't seen. He did that same guy who directed that. He made another movie, didn't he? He's got a more recent movie.
Yeah, he did like a prison movie, and he did a like a crime police drama. I haven't seen that one yet. They all have like Vince Vaughn in it. He's been. Yeah.
Vince Vaughn is in a lot of stuff.
Yeah, he's in one movie. It's a couple years old. It's called Arkansas, and it's a really good movie. If y'all get a chance, it's like one of those sleeper hits. You know, like you may see it on TV at like 1 a.m. and be like, "What is this?" You know, and stuff. So
did anybody see his recent movie called like Freaks, something like that?
No.
I haven't seen it either. I wasn't sure if anybody here had seen it.
No.
Shit. I was hoping someone did.
Where was it released at? Because the name's familiar, but not. And I'm not thinking about Freaked either, but I have seen that name associated with him, but I haven't seen it. Do you know who released it? Was it Netflix or something like that, or was it just in the theaters?
Which one are you talking about?
Freaks.
Oh, you know what? I'm not sure originally. I just know it came out to Blu-ray, and then everybody was going out and grabbing it. And I'm like, well, I didn't hear about this title. And saw the trailer, looked interesting. I have not picked it up because I am hesitant. And I've noticed whenever I'm hesitant, it's the movies that I like end up liking the most.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys do the same thing where you watch a movie that you were hesitant to watch thinking you won't like it, and by the end you're like, I fucking love that. You
Yeah. Yeah. That's happened to me a few times. Hey, John,
Yeah.
well, there is that one movie, Freaks, from 1932, the circus movie, Freaks. You've heard that one, right?
Oh, yeah, you're right. There is that movie. I completely forgot about that one.
Yeah, Todd Browning's Freaks.
Yes. Yes,
Oh,
yes, yes. I
yeah.
think there was a remake of it actually at one point.
Yeah, I don't know. That was
I
really
think there
controversial.
was.
It's called Freaky.
Freaky. Thank you.
Freaky.
Oh, is that the body swap movie?
I'm not sure if that's what it is, but
Yeah, the Vince Vaughn, the body swap. Yeah.
oh, so you have seen it then?
No, I haven't seen it. I remember the trailer, and I remember thinking, this is a crazy idea. But it's it's a body swap movie. He's a serial killer, and she was gonna be one of his victims, and then the body swap happens. So now he's in
Like
her
a
body.
Freaky Friday body swap?
Yeah. So now he's in her body, but he's a serial killer.
Okay.
And then she's in his body, so then you get Vince Vaughn acting like a ditzy blonde.
That's funny. So they took a Freaky Friday aspect and turned it into horror, basically.
Kind of, yeah. It's like, yeah, it's probably
Slasher.
Yeah, I think it went directly to some streaming. I don't know which one it did because
Could've been Netflix.
It was due out last year, I think. So
There's a lot of movies that were due out last year. What are you talking about?
I know.
Yeah.
I know. We're still trying to play catch up.
Vince Vaughn's been getting around, man. He's keeping the paychecks coming through all this. I know that he's in something every week.
Oh yeah. And if you think about it, we were supposed to have the Batman this year originally.
No, don't talk about that.
Yeah.
It's true though.
I am excited though, getting those set photos for the Flash.
Oh yeah, that's looking really cool. I've even seen set photos for Sonic #2. So
really?
yes, Knuckles is in it.
Yeah.
Well, I
Yes,
read something like the next Wonder Woman. They're going to do one more, and it's supposed to have something to do with Flash in it. I'm not if it's.
I know that Gal Gadot had said that there is going to be a third one after the second one had already came out.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people were not happy with that movie, me included, actually. And I was thinking, like, how did that go wrong from, say, the first one? And then when I looked at the people behind the project of the first one, Zack Snyder was actually a part of that project. And I think that's what helped it, but with Patty's vision at the same time. And I think Patty's a really good visionary, but not storyteller.
Well, I think Gal got behind the camera a little bit on 84, from what I
maybe
read.
She should stop then.
Oh no.
She made it. She may have too many cooks in the kitchen. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
It could have been. It could have been a fiasco itself in general.
Well,
creators.
Yeah.
Well, what's a shame about it is they had all that extra time to work on the movie, and that's what they ended up with.
Yeah.
Because they had a bunch of
right.
extra time to work on it.
You're right on that.
Especially on the special effects, and some of the special effects just weren't really up to par compared to the first movie.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's funny because everybody loved Pedro Pascal in the movie, but nobody else really.
And they wasted Cheetah. They wasted that. That's a great villain, and they just wasted her.
They totally did, and I agree 100% with that. I was so disappointed. As much as I love the actress herself, Kristen Wiig, I thought she did a good job for that character. Because she's usually a comedian, you know?
For what they gave her. Yeah, she did a good job with what she had.
Oh, yeah. If anything, she kind of reminded me, and this is just reminding me, not saying that she is like the character, but reminded me of Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman before she became Catwoman, where she's the innocent young girl just trying to make, a way in her life. And lo and behold, there you go, Cheetah. Lo and behold, there's Catwoman. It just... Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that being their kind of direction to her. It's like, hey, go rewatch Batman Returns. This is what we want to do.
Exactly,
Yeah. Well,
it's
then they
like
stuck
I'm
a bad
Selena
costume
Kyle,
on her.
but in cheetah form.
And then they stuck bad CG on her at the end,
Yeah,
Yeah.
they could have. They probably
could have
could
been
have
a lot
worked
better.
with some real life
But
effects.
they
on
have
that.
they have that horrible scene. Like when the first time I watched it was on when I got the Steelbook. I bought it, and because when it was on, I signed up for HBO Max literally the day they took it off.
Yeah. That happened to me. I
Yeah.
have HBO Max, and I was just like, "I will watch that. We'll watch that." I didn't know they were going to take it off. I thought it was just,
And
I thought it was just going to be on there.
so
Yeah,
I
with
watched.
no, I said it
Conjuring.
before they took it off, so
Yeah.
I saw it when it
I guess-
actually premiered.
It just
Yeah.
has it has a double beginning. The intro is there's two intros essentially. You got the intro on the island intro
Yeah,
where
which was a good intro.
Yeah, that was the IMAX intro. It was shot at like an 70 millimeter or whatever. It was shot in the big format for IMAX. But then they go to the mall intro, or basically the mall setup intro, which is a second intro. So they had like two intros, which is bad. Like all the CG's bad in it. All the stuff she's doing, whipping around with the lasso and stuff, it's kind of cheesy. It looks bad the way that it looks like she's. They do it stuff like on a crane. Usually they have like some kind of rig where you're hooked in with a way. You could kind of tell her body's kind of stiff. You can just kind of tell it wasn't like a natural looking setup.
Yeah.
And it just didn't look very good. But then there's the scene that got me in the early part of the movie was the scene where her and Kristen Wiig go to lunch after they kind of have that introduction scene. They're like, "Oh, let's go have lunch." This cheesy girl stuff. And then it pulls into the lunch scene, and Gal Gadot's like, "Oh, you're so funny," and with no setup. You don't hear the joke. You just say it's just
That
there's
movie,
there's no context to that scene, and it's
it was going to be a hard sell for me when the trailer dropped and Chris Pine was in it. I was like, listen, I don't know what the hell you people are doing, but bringing him back just like negates all the heartbreak of the first one.
Yeah.
And even when they brought him back, I was sitting there watching. I was like, did they just quantum leap his ass? Is that what just happened?
Basically, if you really think about it.
I was like, this has got to be the worst idea ever.
Yeah, because when she looks at him without the mirror, it's him.
Yeah, it's him.
But with the mirror, it's a different person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exact same thing as Quantum Leap. That could have been a tribute to Quantum Leap, damn it.
It could have been. They should have had to look in the mirror and see Sam. That would have been great.
This is a little bit dark. This isn't my theory. This is some other people's theories on it, but it's not a theory, but it's kind of essentially Wonder Woman grapes that other guy.
Oh, yeah.
Nah,
Yep.
Yeah. It happened.
because it's not him.
Yeah.
It happened.
He's possessed.
Ugh.
He got taken advantage of, but what guy, no offense, wouldn't enjoy that?
I don't find her that attractive, I'll be honest with you. To each
I
their
just
own.
feel like a lot of men would never turn that down.
Yeah.
But
Well, depending on the
very,
situation. I say depending on the situation.
I'm going to be very interested to see what the plan is with resetting this whole mess with the Flash movie. I don't see how you can do it and move forward and things make sense.
I'm excited to see Michael Keaton. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. He's my Batman. Straight up. My Batman.
I wanted to correct something the other night. I started thinking about it after I had made the comment about, I was talking about how all this new, basically all the DC, the Zack Snyder universe, even his stuff was set in Flashpoint. I'm sorry, it's not Flashpoint. It's called New 52. Flashpoint's kind of, I guess it's part of some of that, but New 52 is what the whole new universe kind of like. I think New 52 kind of started around 2010 or in that era. And it kind of, but even Zack Snyder stuff is based on that stuff. It's not based on old tellings of comic books, which is what, a lot of the hardcore fans really want. They don't want the newer stuff. And that's the way they're getting away with, like Marvel, especially. That's how they're they're trying to. I don't go too deep into it, but that's how they're trying to get away with the movies they're making. So, well, we're satisfying the readers because we're putting stuff from the comic books. Yeah, you're putting stuff that was written like last year in the comic books that nobody gives a crap about. Nobody wants the identity politics in their comic books.
I wouldn't necessarily agree with that, only because me as a comic book fan, if anything, I would have enjoyed seeing like a picture by picture, frame by frame of a comic book into a movie, basically. And nobody has ever done that yet. They only take bits and pieces and then add more or add less. And that's what gets on my nerves. Well, okay, like Peter Jackson doing The Lord of the Rings. You know, he could have literally done every part of that book from top to bottom. Could have.
Well,
and he
a good
may
example,
as well have.
an example that could have been done is the Green Lantern movie.
Oh, God.
Jeff Johns was the producer on that, and I think at the time he was like the head of DC, or at least head DC Comics. And they didn't, because he I don't know if he wrote the movie or what his capacity of writing was, but he wrote great comic books. He wrote that whole series of Green Lantern comic books that are great. They could have filmed the first comic book in that series and made an amazing movie, but they made that garbage pile. And he was a producer. Like, how in the heck?
Let's just say that I prefer Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool than Green Lantern.
Yeah.
But how much would you have loved him to show up at the end of Zack Snyder's Justice League?
I would have laughed my ass up and said, "This is not real."
Manhunter.
Yeah,
I thought that would have been hilarious. It's like, listen, we.
And
know,
when I saw Martian
Manhunter,
Manhunter, I'm like, out of all the characters, you.
I mean, it was that was the one thing about that movie that kind of bugged me. He was just kind of shoehorned into that like, one scene in the middle of the movie, and then they're like, "Oh, hey, remember we showed you this guy earlier? Here's a speech by him."
Yeah.
And Bruce isn't like got a gun or something. He's just like, "Here's an alien outside my house. I'm going to talk to him real quick."
I mean, like they allowed Martian Manhunter to be in there, but they didn't allow that extra scene with the Lantern Corps in there.
Well, they're gonna do a show on HBO Max, and they didn't want Zach to fuck it up.
Well, in general, they should have shown that scene because I would have liked to have seen what that scene.
I don't think they have to worry about him fucking it up.
Nah.
Warner Brothers.
Yeah,
they'll do that on their own.
Green Lantern's
well,
they
want to play
either.
Not to get too far in the rabbit hole about it, but if they want to play identity politics, why don't they bring out Jon Stewart, an actual black comic book character?
I think that's the plan. At least when it comes.
At least he's a real Green Lantern. You know, an actual Green Lantern character instead of race swapping another one.
It's just whenever I've seen Green Lantern, like say with the old cartoons to like say new DC movies and like that are animated, like when they had Ryan Reynolds as Green Lantern, I was like, out of everybody, and it's not to bag on Ryan Reynolds. I want to make that clear too. It's not to bag on him because I do like him, but he's not a Green Lantern. No offense, but he's not. He just does not fit it. Personality-wise, that's not the Green Lantern.
Yeah, he's got a bigger personality than just
like more smarts, if anything. He seems like he has more smarts, and Ryan Reynolds kind of plays that dumbed down character, and Green Lantern's not supposed to be a dumbed down character.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's what they did with it, and that's why it kind of upset me the way they put out that movie.
Well, they changed everything about it. They even changed like kind of the origin portion of the story. Like all the Green Lanterns I've ever remembered, even from the early comic books, the crash scene in the beginning's always in a desert. It always happens over a desert because he's a test pilot, and that's where it happens. It happens over like I guess out in your area of the country where they test fly aircraft, but it don't happen in the ocean in LA.
Yeah.
I've just, but I mean, everything else didn't make sense. I mean, they had some cool little tidbits like Sinestro and stuff looked good. You know, they had the wink towards the Sinestro Corps and all that stuff, but I don't know if you know
It
any
could
of
have
that
been a
stuff
lot
from the
more,
comic
though.
books. Yeah, I know,
Yeah.
but
Well, who
But
here
it- but-
buys the 4K
that's it.
DC movies? Like the animated DC 4K.
I've got a
I've
whole
got a
shelf,
couple.
and yeah,
I get
I'm
several.
digging those.
I'd
like that more
I'm
than I do.
barely getting into it, so I have a few.
Yeah. Well, my son has a lot of them. He's into those.
Oh, okay. Do you guys have Batman versus Ninja Turtles?
No, I don't think we have that one.
That one's a fun one.
Is it?
It's crazy.
It's crazy, but it's fun. Oh yeah, he's got it.
There you go.
I don't have
Or
the
maybe
4K.
he does have that one. Maybe he does have that. I'm not sure out there.
We also have Superman Red Sun, which is more of like a Russian version of Superman.
Mhm.
Yeah, that was
And
a
then
good
the,
one. I'm trying to
Killing
watch
Joke.
the DC animation on HBO Max because most of them are on there now. So, like Flashpoint Paradox, I watched that one. I actually enjoyed the shit out of it.
Mhm. Well, the Killing Joke was really good too. Yeah.
That one's
Yeah.
not on there. I'm surprised.
Yeah, I like
Oh.
that one.
The only thing I didn't like about Red Sun was they kind of changed it up at the end from the comic book. And the end, kind of towards the end, well, they changed a bit of it because in the comic book, you see the consequences of communism on the whole world, the way what it does to basically the United States, how his authoritarianism basically is destroying everything. You see it, but they didn't put that in the comic book. They didn't want to show that because of but in the comic book, it goes into it more. It goes into that kind of aspect of the downsides of communism more so than.
Yeah.
Well, I think the reason why I liked, say, Avengers not Endgame, Infinity War so much is because they took so much from all the comic books and tried to mesh it into one story.
Yeah.
And those who are actual readers of comics would actually notice all that. And when I watched it in theater, I was like, wow, those who are fans of the comic books are actually going to enjoy this because they're taking, story by story of different comic books and then just putting into one, but still a part of the same story, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, hey, I'll be right back, fellas. Y'all continue on.
It's all good.
Okay. Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, good one.
Oh, sorry. I started looking for something about family.
What are you looking for?
Oh, I was looking for it's just it. But this was a good comic book series as well. But
what is that?
New Frontier,
Oh,
Justice League,
okay.
New Frontier. That was a good comic. I don't have any of this stuff in order. Oh,
I have all my stuff alphabetized. That's just me.
Well, I have my main body of Blu-rays alphabetized, but the rest of it's not.
What does that one say? I
It's
can't really.
Justice League Season 1.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I got all the Justice League cartoon. What sucks is this one has a sleeve and the second season, or this one doesn't have a sleeve and the second season does have a sleeve.
Huh.
I hate that when that happens, when you order something from Amazon and one thing comes with the sleeve and one don't.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or
I would
it's
say
supposed
any
to come with the sleeve
manufacturer
and
you
it
go
don't.
to will do the same thing.
Yeah.
Sometimes I get lucky, sometimes I don't.
But some things I'm more after the content, not necessarily the packaging.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, is there anything y'all looking forward to that's coming out soon?
Well, me personally, I have something that already shipped today that should be here by either Friday or Saturday, which is the 4K Willy Wonka.
Ooh.
And I also have on pre-order Howard the Duck 4K as well as Space Jam 4K.
Okay.
And that's what I have
cool.
coming.
I pre-ordered the Willy Wonka as well, but on Amazon. So it means I'll get it 2 weeks after you get it.
2 weeks. I thought with Amazon, when you pre-order, you can get it before.
They've been slacking.
I've been pre-ordering.
Wow, I always thought with Amazon they were always early when you're a Prime member, and like you get it in 2 days.
Yeah.
No, they don't.
Well, I get it in 2 days, but it usually don't ship until like the day it comes out. That's how it's been here lately.
Weird.
Well,
what?
I think he moved something and disconnected himself. We'll have him getting back in. But yeah, they've been like really bad the last. They've been really bad here recently. For me, they have. And that's why I was telling you the other day that I even have a huge Amazon facility right in Lexington, right next to me. Like in the early days before Prime, I remember one of the first DVDs I ever ordered. I always remember what I ordered because I ordered it's a Sam Peckinpah movie. I ordered Bring Me the Head of Alfredo Garcia, and it came like I ordered it one afternoon, and it came like the next morning. It's just like instantly. So media ships from the Lexington location. I've worked there. I worked there before too. I know they got Blu-rays. That's what a big part, a chunk of their what they sell is the media there. So a lot of stuff comes from there, but I still get it like like I'm getting stuff tomorrow. It's like on Thursday.
Interesting.
Yeah, they used to do that here, and like it's supposed to come out on Tuesday. I may not get it till a week later sometimes. So.
There he is.
The whole thing just crashed.
We were wondering what happened.
I don't know. I was listening to everybody, and all of a sudden my screen just went white. I was like, okay, cool. I had to close everything out and come back into it. Sorry, guys.
No, it's all good. Earlier, my headphones were messing with me, so I had to unplug and replug back in.
Cool.
So everybody talking about StreamYard being the best, you need to work on your bugs.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, it's a little buggy.
Yeah.
Work on it.
But the thing about Streamlabs is like what we're doing right now, they basically only, that's not true. There's another one out here that's called Melon. Melon is owned by Streamlabs. Streamlabs does a lot of they work with OBS. And they do it's more gaming platforms where you can just do single person streaming at a time, like a single camera. And then you have like a capture camera on what you're playing, what game you're playing on your computer, kind of deals. You know, the typical Twitch streamer. But they also just started a new web-based platform like this one called Melon. But I haven't tried it. I've been having good luck with this platform, so I don't want to move over there to a buggy platform. But I like Streamlabs too. They do a good product too. You know, they have a good service. Now, if they ever integrate OBS and Stream in Melon together, so I can have the controls of OBS, and then I'll move over to it.
Well, depends, of course. I mean,
OBS
I know that certain people have better success with StreamYard, and some people do better with, like, say, Zoom or whatever it may be. But it to me, it's all preference. It really is.
Yeah.
It really is, because like I could say that I like a Gibson, Strat type of guitar, and then somebody would say, well, I like Fender, and it's like, okay, well, you can like what you like. I like what I like. To me, it's the same thing.
Yeah. And what I've seen with Melon, it's pretty similar. It's very similar to StreamYard's. It's almost a copy. I can't believe they didn't get sued. It's so close to a copy of it, the way it works. But oh, the name of that I looked that up earlier. That's Years of Lead. Did you see that set that came out, Mike?
Oh yeah. The
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Italian crime.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I'm starting to get into the 70s Italian crime, 60s and stuff. It's kind of parallel to spaghetti western, sort of. That looks really good. I actually pre-ordered an Arrow set. It's called something of Vengeance. It's supposed to be like it's another spaghetti western vengeance thing. It's like 4 films or something. It comes out in July. Yeah, it looks pretty good.
I'll have to check that out for pre-order as well.
It's on Amazon. You can pre-order it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff that's coming out that I'm excited for. Addams Family 4K, that one I'm excited for. And The Howling.
Yeah, The Howling. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I saw that announcement earlier.
Mm-hmm. That one I'm super excited for because I do like The Howling. I like those types of movies. They may be cheesy, but they're good in my opinion.
Yeah.
To see with the Addams Family, I really enjoyed the. I'm sorry, Mike, I cut you off here.
No, I was going to say, did Joe Dante do the first Howling? I was trying to think.
I'm not sure. Can you check on that,
Halloween?
John?
First Halloween?
No,
Howling.
Howling, yeah. Sorry.
I think you did. I'm pretty sure.
Don't
I remember
do that.
the second and third were the second and third ones weren't pretty. They weren't bad either. They were okay. They weren't. But
the first one's definitely the best one.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
I like Silver Bullet as well.
Oh yeah.
Stephen King. Yeah.
American Werewolf in London. That's great.
Yeah, Joe Dante directed it.
Joe Dante. Okay. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you were right.
All right. Oh, cool.
Noise.
Cute.
Joe Dante. What else did he freaking direct? Because I feel like I know him for other projects, but I can't name him out right now.
Joe Dante, The Explorers, Piranha.
He did Piranha.
Yeah, Piranhas. Yeah.
James Cameron did number 2.
Yeah, that's something I want to see on Blu-ray at some point. Is The Abyss.
The Abyss is supposed to get a 4K though. It's supposed to. It's at what they call the stage of to be determined, as in they're not even sure if they're going to do it or not.
See, that's what I was thinking about earlier about stuff that's not even made it to Blu-ray. It's like it's never officially been on Blu-ray yet. I think there's a one you can get from the UK that's it's not real. But that's something that's never made it to Blu-ray was The Abyss. And what was that movie with it's got Jamie Lee Curtis is in it, 93, 94.
True Lies.
That's not it. That's not on Blu-ray either.
Nope. Actually, yes, it is, but it's overseas.
Oh, is it?
That's the bit
overseas.
It's foreign.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. It's on a you can get it off a site called Stinky Tuna.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so they have The Abyss also now. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You can get it from them, but you can also get the authentic Blu-ray for, I believe it's from Spain.
Yeah, Spain has one. I mean,
so they have their own. It's just it's not US. That's all.
Yeah.
I'd forgot too that Joe Dante he directed Small Soldiers too.
Oh, that's where I know that name from. I was like thinking, why do I know that name so well?
I'm shocked that's never had a Blu-ray. I did not.
He did the whole
The Abyss. I know
the whole. Did you guys see that? It's like a kind of a horror movie that came out.
I think I have.
Which one?
The Hole. HOLE. Yeah.
The Hole.
Yeah.
The Hole.
Well, there was that movie, The Holes, but.
Holes with Shia LaBeouf. Yeah.
LaBeouf. I've seen something about. Yeah.
You guys see the cover art?
I don't know if I recognize that.
Yeah.
I don't know. It looks interesting.
I really don't know if I know that movie.
Yeah, the family moves into a new house, and they in the basement there's like a hole in the ground that's like there's a hole that's been.
Oh, so it's a parody of the movie The Gate.
Yeah, something like that. And they and there's
Yeah.
I was
Yeah,
thinking
you
that.
gotta,
Oh, where did he
you
go
gotta
now?
watch you gotta watch those basements. He fell in the hole.
Don't laugh. You're next, man. You're next.
I
I
know
know.
I'm next. I can feel it. It's just funny because like he's gone, you've gone, now he's gone. I'm gonna be next.
I thought there he goes.
There he is.
I thought if he
John.
left, we all got kicked off.
No, nothing glitched. I hit the when I'm running dual screens here. Instead of hitting back on this screen over here, I hit back on this screen and it backed me out of.
Yeah.
I thought I dropped the whole stream.
Oh,
because we thought maybe you got kicked out and we're like, shit, now I'm next, you know?
Yeah.
Damn. I thought like
That's
maybe you literally
that's
kicked
a
yourself
boomer.
out. I was about to go, how does that happen? You know?
That's a boomer move there.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
Mm.
But
Is anybody a fan of like say the Flintstones live action movies?
the second one,
The first one.
the first one I don't like. The second one is actually I think's all right. They're not either one great movies, but the second one is better.
Yeah.
You know, in all honesty, I like the first one.
See, I don't
I
know.
gotta
I
be
don't care
honest.
No. Have you seen the second?
I have.
I think I
Deacon.
saw the second like back when it came out, and
I just think the
Stephen
guys.
Baldwin is fucking Barney.
Well, fuck, he was more convincible than.
Oh, Rick Moranis.
He was just as well.
On the
Rick's
first
Rick's all right, but I thought the two guys. I thought they were just as convincing, and I don't know. It was just something about it. I thought it was a better movie than the first.
Yeah.
Because sometimes those kind of characters don't need like
Live action.
high end actors.
Right.
High, they don't need they need.
It depends. If anything, it depends. Like, did they need John Goodman? Not necessarily. But did he do a good job, in my opinion? Yes, he did. Because he captured the smart aleck of Fred, wanting to be right about everything, Fred. To me, he captured it. And I know he's a big name actor, but I feel like he did a good job.
He almost like fits in body type. He almost looks perfect, that way. But he was pretty big at the time, at that time period, so he was obvious choice probably.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You're talking about a movie that hasn't been released on Blu-ray yet that I want to see on Blu-ray is Cocoon Returns.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That's
I would
right,
love
because
to
you
see
were
it.
telling me that when you had your custom made.
I had a custom steelbook made, but I just put the DVD in it because I got tired of looking at the bigger DVD or the bigger DVD case next to my Blu-ray cases.
Well, no, I thought they had the first one on Blu-ray.
The first one, the first one is on Blu-ray and they have a Blu-ray steelbook. The second one,
But the second one doesn't. Okay.
Yeah, they've never even released it on Blu-ray before.
Ask Geek Gab. Just say, Geek Gab, hey, they doing the second one in 4K or they doing that Blu-ray? What's up?
He'd be like, nope.
He probably would. Nope. I mean, from what I understand, he's actually an affiliate with Blu-ray.com.
Yeah.
So he basically is able to use his Instagram to say, hey, this is what's coming. I know he never says, hey, this is not happening. But if it's not happening, he takes it down without you noticing. No shit. Because I was wondering what was going on with the 1995 Mortal Kombat, because that was supposedly announced that it was getting a 4K in July.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, I wasn't seeing anything for it, and I said, is it happening? And he's like, no. Basically, and I'm like, ah! So I had to go back to my profile and go click, delete, I'm like, oh, bitch. And I called him out on it through like personal message and stuff. And he's like, yeah, I know. Somebody prematurely did that shit over at Warner and it got, he got pissed off himself, basically, is what he was telling me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I can understand that.
So has anybody heard anything else with Warner Archive? Is it just they're going to still be making new stuff in the next year? Or is it just they've lost their whatever?
I think the department itself is no longer just a one archive department. I think it's just going to still be the same, but owned by somebody and say, hey, this is what we'll do. This is what we'll not do.
Yeah. Because that'd
kind of
be
like Amazon buying MGM.
Yeah. I mean, their catalog is so huge, it'd be ridiculous to just
not to
split it up. Yeah. I mean, their animation alone is just
the best.
Insane. Yeah.
Like Land Before Time, I'd definitely like to see that get a 4K.
Oh yeah, that'd be
brilliant in my opinion.
Yeah,
or Willow. Let's get Willow on there, damn it.
Yeah.
That might be coming because they still got the streaming series happening, don't they?
Oh, that's right. They do have the so-called series that's going to happen.
Yeah. So I could see them putting out a 4K in right before they drop that series.
I always call it the original Lord of the Rings, even though the book itself was around before. It's just I've always considered it a type of the Lord of the Rings. Instead of a ring, it's a baby. You know?
I look at that movie as thank God George Lucas got to do that, because if not, then Luke Skywalker would have been a little person.
Yeah,
because that was his original plan, and that would have been hilarious. But
wait, his original plan was what?
Skywalker was supposed to be a little person.
Really? No, that fact I did not know about.
There was concept art. I used to have it. There was concept art out there. But the studio said no.
Yeah, maybe Yoda was 6 foot tall and
there you go.
Luke was 2 foot tall.
That would have made that relationship completely different.
And Darth Vader was a cat.
Like, how is Yoda going to ride on his back if he does that?
He was actually Jar Jar.
Jar Jar, there you go.
Yeah, they had to kind of think about that for a minute.
That would have been great. Somebody needs to make an animation of that now.
You know what? Yes, I was just thinking that when you said that, because I remember they turned Mortal Kombat into like little children, so to speak, in this little like animation series they did. And Raiden's a little kid, Ermac, Reptile, and all of them, they're these little kids, and they're at this like summer camp looking type of thing in a Shaolin Temple style place, and shit goes down.
Nice.
Your shit goes down. I'll leave it at that because I don't want to give it all away. You can look it up on YouTube. There's actually video of it on YouTube. Mm-hmm.
What kind of martial arts movies do you like, Mike? Do you like from the 60s and 70s?
I really like the, you've heard of the Shaw Brothers Studios, right?
Yeah.
Shaw Brothers. Yeah, I like a lot of their Shaw Brothers in the 60s and 70s. And I like a lot of the samurai films from Japan, all the different ones, the Kurosawa stuff and different directors and stuff like that. It's some pretty cool stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm slowly getting around to doing an episode where I show off some of the martial arts stuff and
I've got a few things. I'm trying to get some Jackie Chan stuff in Blu-ray, but a lot of it's like the Region B stuff. Like I've actually got a Region. I don't have a Region B player. I've got I have an old computer that has a Blu-ray drive in it that I've never really used, and I'm trying to get it up and going. But it'll play Region B. It'll pretty much. It's a region region free player.
You got to get you one, man, because then you'll be broke then, man, because you'll order everything from Europe and everything from all over the world. You will never have money. You'll be like, oh man, I can get this now. I can get this from Australia now, and it's awesome. It opens the doors to everything.
It opens up a whole new world.
It really does.
I think is it Eureka that's doing a lot of the older Jackie Chan stuff?
Yeah, I've noticed that he's coming out on a few labels here
Yeah.
lately. Been a lot of classic Jackie Chan coming out stuff.
Yeah,
I
I
always
haven't
liked Jackie Chan. I always liked him, but I just never did really collect his films. You know, I don't know.
Yeah.
I really admire him and stuff. I just haven't. You know, that doesn't mean I won't ever collect them, but one day I'll probably get there. You know,
a movie I've pre-ordered right now is A Snake in the Eagle Shadow, which is like one of his very first film, one of his really early films, and it's really really good. I have it on DVD, but I ordered the Blu-ray, but it's a Region B copy, so.
Yeah. If you get a Region player, man, all region, it's cool because Eureka's got a lot of cool stuff. Indicator, of course. Well, Arrow was Arrow UK, but then some of their stuff is all region. But
yeah, I'm excited. Arrow's been doing better about getting some stuff over here to the US. It used to be a lot more UK exclusives than there are now.
Yeah.
Definitely. I'm wondering if Best Buy will have like the Arrow thing like they did with Donnie Darko. I was able to get Donnie Darko through Best Buy, and it still had all that special stuff that came with it. So I'm hoping they're doing the same thing with Dune.
That was released by 88.
Was
that was released by 88.
88 Films did some good releases too.
Yeah, 88 Films. Yeah. There's a bunch of little companies like that, and it's like that's what I mean. You'll be just like, oh man, I got to get this, and you'll just constantly be having a big list of stuff you want to get, a constant. So
between all three of you, who believes what movies deserve 4K?
What dreams may come.
Yes. Oh my God. Yes. Thank you. Yes, that was one I was definitely thinking for sure.
Oh no.
I think Giant, which I say Giant all the time, but Giant's would definitely.
What is it?
Be an awesome Giant.
Who's that?
Yeah.
Giant is it's got Rock Hudson and
James Dean.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You talked about that one before.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen it to really comment on that one, but
yeah. Gosh, I don't know. Something shot on film. I know that.
Yeah, I'd rather see the old stuff.
Yeah, a lot of black and white stuff looks really cool. 4K. Just up, I don't know.
Some of that early Technicolor and some of that stuff. All those movies are really pop.
Maybe something like was it Blue? What's his face? Blue. God, I'm stumped here. David Lynch. Was it Blue
Velvet?
Blue Velvet. Yeah.
Blue Velvet.
Yeah. Blue Velvet. Maybe that would. I could see that going 4K. If it isn't already 4K, is it?
No, I don't think it is.
No.
It's on Criterion.
If a 4K exists, it'd probably be digital more than it would be physical. So I've noticed there's more 4K digital than there is physical digital. So
Chinatown would be one.
Sorry.
Oh yeah,
Chinatown.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, with Jack Nicholson.
Yep.
Yep, that would be a good one.
Yeah.
I would pick Big Trouble in Little China 4K.
Oh yeah, I could see that happening for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would like to see that. I'd like to see the 1933 King Kong get a 4K transfer. That'd be awesome. What else?
That's possible.
Is Grand Prix?
It is.
You put in 4K?
What?
Grand Prix?
Grand Prix.
Grand Prix?
I don't think so. I think it's just Blu-ray.
It might be just Blu-ray.
I thought I'd seen some kind of announcement for it, but maybe a steelbook or something. I don't know. I have to look.
You talking about the 66 one with James? Was it James Garner or something? Yeah. I believe it's for Blu-ray.
Oh, What's Eating Gilbert Grape? That's one I would like to see get a 4K. I don't know why. I know it's not like, say, a stunning visually film type of thing, but I enjoyed that movie a lot.
I got the Nova release of that.
What about the movie The Beach with
Ooh,
That's not-
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, I don't think that's on Blu-ray.
No,
is it?
I don't think it is.
That would be a good one.
That would be yes, that would be.
I have the DVD. I watched it in the last year or so, and it's pretty good. I mean, it's aged pretty well. So.
Oh yeah, I would actually like to see Leonardo DiCaprio's Romeo and Juliet that he did on 4K.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a lot.
'Cause there is a
lot
Blu-ray.
going on. Yeah, I think there is a Blu-ray.
There is a Blu-ray because I have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Mac and me, I would like to see that one get a 4K.
I'm surprised it got a Blu-ray. Come on, man.
You know what, Jody? You know I would like to see that. Come on.
Yeah, I was glad to see Explorers though come out. on Blu-ray.
Yes.
I was so excited.
And such a nice,
Yes.
package and stuff.
Yes.
It turned
Yeah.
out great.
I want-
The master of it turned out great. It could be, don't get me wrong, if they gave it the full 4K, like say physical release treatment type of deal, it probably could be a tad bit, but probably not by much. It's actually really good.
Mhm.
Yeah, the only thing that would have made that release better is if it was Arrow and they did like a limited release. And
Oh, there you go, like with a little mini poster and shit. Yeah,
Yeah,
that'd be
that would have
awesome.
been the only thing that would have. But I just had a custom steelbook made for it right before the announcement came out. That it was finally going to get a Blu-ray. I was like,
Yeah,
man,
you were showing that.
I spent money on that. Damn it. Oh well. Now I have 2 copies.
Mm.
Woo.
Yeah, but at least one of them is a custom actual steelbook as to where there is none. So
Yeah,
be
that-
happy for that.
It would never get a steelbook.
You never
want-
know. It just might not look the way you have one.
Mhm.
I want what I want to see on Blu-ray is Gleaming the Cube.
Oh yeah,
It's a
I know that title.
it's like a
Yeah.
skateboarding movie.
Yeah.
Oh,
What's his name? Crispin Glover? No, not Crispin Glover.
Christian Slater.
Christian Slater.
Christian Slater.
Slater,
Yes, I remember that movie. Holy crap!
Skateboarding movie, you said, right?
Yeah, it's like 80. It's like 88.
88. Yeah.
Please don't tell
Yeah.
me it's the talking skateboard.
No.
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 Oh, okay.
It's not the
I
it's not the skateboard kid. No. I
Skateboard
know what
Kid.
you're
That's
talking
the
about.
one I was thinking. I was about
Yeah.
to go, wait, that's
No.
Christian Slater?
It used to
Yeah.
it would run on TV as a different name. It was called like a Brothers Justice or something like that, but it
Huh.
was the same. It was the same movie, but it was Gleaming the Cube in the theaters. I think
Yeah.
I've seen that in a theater.
Oh,
believe
Interview with the
Buzzing.
Vampire would be another pick for 4K.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because we were talking Christian Slater. He's in that movie, so
Yeah.
I always forget
that's what
he's
made
in
me
that
think
movie.
of that.
I'm trying to think here.
I'd pick that.
Well, Rad came out, so I could see.
Yes.
And then there's Thrashing, which is like I think that's another. Is that a skateboarding or BMX?
Yep.
I think
Skateboarding.
skateboard.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah, I
I got
have
the
that on
DVD.
Blu-
Yeah.
I have it on Blu-ray. They did release it on Blu-ray.
Oh, they did. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that
Uh,
was 84 or so, something 83, 84. I'd have to look it up, but it has
Which one? Rad?
no Thrashing.
Thrashing is like I think that's like 88 also.
88.
87.
Late 80s then for that one.
There's Josh
Yeah,
Brolin in it though.
Josh Brolin.
Yeah, Josh Brolin.
It's funny. I didn't
Yeah.
realize that Josh Brolin was Bran from the Goonies for the longest time. It didn't
Yeah.
connect
Oh, yeah.
for the longest time.
He's really matured into a really good, adult actor. You know what I mean?
Yes, he has.
80. It
You
was
know,
86. 86.
86.
I was-
86.
we were both wrong. We split the difference. Yeah.
But I'm very impressed with Josh Brolin. Very, very impressed because, like, he went from this Mikey to like, I'm Thanos. And I thought it was like the coolest thing to see. And plus, he played Tommy Lee Jones, as Kate in Men in Black. So he did a really good job as capturing his character.
Oh yeah,
Like, he did a
Yeah.
good job on that.
yeah.
I believe he
Yeah.
did a really good job with that, with capturing the character of Tommy Lee Jones, but as a young actor, Jodie's gone again.
Yeah. He's got
looks like he was fixing something.
Yeah.
StreamYard, what the hell?
Yeah, that's another thing. I mean, like, who's a good actor that's like was a child actor but never went through all the child acting bullshit? You know what I mean? Like, they didn't get into drugs and fall. Their whole life fell apart or something. You know what I mean? They went. Yeah, they made it all the way.
You
to
know
the
what?
top.
Yes, technically, you could count Kurt Russell because he was a child actor.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if he did drugs, it probably wasn't a lot in general. It was probably very minor, and just realized it's not for him.
Yeah.
And just
the true Hollywood story of the actor that fell apart because of something or another.
Yeah.
Their parents stole all their money, and
Yeah, what it may be.
Stuff like that, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, sort of Jeff Bridges. I mean,
yeah.
His life didn't fall apart, but I'm sure he's done drugs.
Well, I'm sure he has, but
he's done
celebrities have in general.
Well, I mean, I don't really consider smoking weed doing drugs either, but
Well, I didn't say that in general, but
no.
I'm saying that every one of us has done something in some way.
I was thinking about him the other day, and man, he's just been in so many good movies, like just overall.
Oh yeah.
Just can't believe it sometimes,
Oh yeah, no, it's hard to believe because when you get older and you realize certain things in life are they kind of trip you out basically. And me personally, a few years back, I was at a county fair that I grew up in, called the Frog Jumps. It's Calaveras County, to make that clear. But I found out most of the stuff that I grew up with down there, or should I say up there because it's up the mountains, but stuff I enjoyed as a kid is no longer there.
Oh yeah.
A place called Giant Burger, no longer there. A place called Middleman Inn, no longer there. Just a whole bunch of stuff changes, and you're just like, wow, my childhood literally died.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a sad vision to have.
Yeah.
Do you pretty much live in the same area you grew up in?
No, not right now. I don't.
Okay. Because I pretty much do. I grew up a town over, but I'm close enough that I see it.
Where everywhere, yeah.
Which the town that I grew up in is really not changed. It's a small town, but places looks like where I live now over here has changed. Like the mall we had over here, it shut down. It's completely, they had to shut it down, and that's where the movie theater was. But they opened the new movie theater up. They replaced the old movie theater, but it was just a lot of memories. I seen many movies there. They had a food court. I used to go eat it, that kind of stuff. Toy store where you went to go buy video games. Bookstore where you bought books. The same old just things you remember. It's kind of sad when you see stuff like that change.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's everywhere, pretty much.
Yeah, it is everywhere. It's just sad to see, is all it is.
Yeah. Yeah. It is.
I mean, you got to accept it in some way. There could be something better, but even if it's not something better, yes, you're back.
I'm sorry. I don't know what's happening tonight. That was nuts. You guys,
you know what? I feel like it's the internet usage or something.
I was going to ask Mike.
Everybody was going crazy.
I was going to ask Mike. Have you ever seen A Man of 1,000 Faces?
Oh yeah. About Lon Chaney. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty good. I mean, they kind of Hollywoodized his life a little bit and kind of skipped over a few things, but for the most part, it's a good, solid biopic, movie. It's rewatchable and stuff. So
yeah, I thought
James Cagney did pretty good.
Yeah, I like Cagney a lot. He was talented. That's an older Cagney that came out in '57. I'm sorry, I had to look it up. I forget the names of movies like that. I think I have it on Laserdisc. That's the only copy I have of it. I don't have it on DVD or Blu-ray though. But that's the only copy.
I think Arrow, was it Arrow that put out a Blu-ray of it?
Did they?
Or no, Eureka or Arrow, one of the two put out.
I think it was Eureka.
Eureka, okay. And it's got a really good documentary on there also. That's really good.
Yeah, I just watched one of those Kino noir sets. I just watched a movie out of there that had Lon Chaney in it. And he was just like a kind of, I mean, he was kind of like third lead. He wasn't even really a main character. It was weird. But he had kind of a prominent part, but he kind of gets killed towards the end, like, you know, like he wasn't a big
spoilers. Damn it, spoilers!
Yeah, not much, but this was like later in his life. You know, you think he was, I don't know, it's just weird because he was a pretty big star at one time, but he was a big star before talkies, though, too. You know, most of the early work was silence, I guess, for the most part. I guess was he a little before talkies and then kind of came into it?
Yeah, I think he only did like one talking picture. I think he died in like 1930 or 2930, something like that. Just on the cusp of sound, or sound had been here for a minute, but I don't know.
Who's heard of a B movie called Munchies?
Me. Yep.
I've heard of it.
I've heard of
little animals.
It's a weird ass movie, yeah.
Oh, Big House USA.
Yeah.
I'm actually watching a bunch of film noir right now.
Yeah.
Been catching up on some stuff that I haven't watched.
I know I'm trying to figure out of my movies that I haven't watched yet, like what I want to start with. I thought about starting off with 1917 because I haven't watched that one yet.
Oh yeah.
And I've heard good things.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to think of like if I should start with that or start with something else, but probably start with that one. And then
I like how they used World War One as a good, because you don't see a ton of World War One movies made. You know, a lot of them are, you know, World War Two. You'll see a lot of and stuff.
Yeah.
I just know there's a lot of movies about war.
Yeah, but see, World War One, you get all those, you know, trenches and stuff. You know, that hasn't been covered much. You know, like was it Paths of Glory, or was that one the Kubrick movie?
Yeah.
I think I know what you're talking about, but I can't remember the name.
Paths of Glory.
A lot of
No, I think it's just called Glory. I think it's just called Glory, and it's with Matthew Broderick, Denzel Washington, and Morgan Freeman, right?
No, that's a Civil War movie.
That's a movie, but that's a different movie.
That's a good movie, though.
Well, you said Glory in it. That's what made me think that's what it was.
Glory. Yeah, no, it's that one. I think it's that one, but yeah, 1917 is pretty good. I mean, I loved it.
You liked it?
Yeah, it's got good sound, and it's one of those great new movies. You know, pump the sound up. And
well, the last war movie I watched was Hacksaw Ridge.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Yeah,
I enjoyed that one. I did. I liked the story to it. It was kind of empowering. Like you didn't have to have a gun to save someone's life.
Oh yeah, I think that's based on a true story. Even.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They show who the real guy is that was in the military doing it and stuff at the end with like real pictures and footage of him. And I was impressed. I was like, wow, I didn't think something like that would have like existed. But he was like adamant of like serving his country, but he didn't feel comfortable like taking someone else's life.
Yeah, Paths of Glory. Okay.
Okay.
Wait, what is that?
Kirk Douglas.
Oh, shit.
Well, see, I was thinking about the trenches, you know, like trench warfare back then, you know, like you don't see that a lot, you know, but in movies, you know, they haven't showed that.
Yeah, this movie's intense. This is a good movie.
Oh, yeah.
It's essentially about, not to really ruin it, but it's about some guys that get put on trial for like I guess they're officers that get put on trial for making certain decisions in the war, but they're basically taking the fall for the higher up people, and they're it's essentially a trial for their life, like a kind of a
that's
yeah,
good.
they're going to be lined up and shot if they are found guilty. And
yeah, I know favorite. Sorry, go ahead.
But if you know anything about World War I, there's a lot of incompetency there. They just tons of people. They just sent people to their death basically in no man's land situations, and it was just, and that's kind of what this movie kind of focuses on. It's like the the decisions made by like the guys who set them 10 miles away, drinking their whiskey in a safe area, making the decisions. They don't take any of the blame, but these other guys get put on trial for their life for basically upholding these decisions. That's kind of essentially what this movie's about.
Yeah. What do you think the next Kubrick movie will be put on 4K? Because they just did
I heard Eyes Wide Shut.
Yeah, I like that movie a lot, but I don't know.
I heard that was going to be the next one. If anything, it was going to be that one.
That one's always at the bottom of the list of his that I like.
Yeah.
I could do with that
hadn't been put out yet. Dr. Strangelove been put on there yet? It hadn't, has it?
Dr. Strangelove is in the Columbia Classics.
Well, Criterion did a Blu-ray of it last.
They did.
I own that and forgot about it. Yeah.
That's
why I don't remember it. I do too, but I forgot about it. That's why,
Yeah, it also has like Lawrence of Arabia and Mr. Smith Goes to Washington, A League of Their Own, and Jerry Maguire. Gandhi.
Yeah.
Gandhi.
I actually remembered. Without needing to grab it, I actually was able to remember all of that.
I went ahead and pre-ordered it from Amazon. Where did you pre-order yours from? Because I thought it was a little steep in price. Because volume 1
or volume 2?
2.
2? I went through Amazon.
It's probably not hit its. They're probably still showing like max retail price still. That's normally,
I guess.
If you pre-order stuff super early, it doesn't show their markdown yet.
It was like 167 or something like that. Is that?
Yeah. Well, and it's funny because I got the first volume through Best Buy. I was able to get it through Best Buy, but of course they don't have it anymore. And when I saw that, I guess a new set on Amazon for volume 1 was going for like $600 basically.
Really?
Oh yeah. Brand new.
Sounds like those crazy Amazon sellers.
Yeah, well, sometimes you can go on Amazon and you'll see those crazy prices, but then you can go look up the same thing on eBay. And usually you think, well, it'll be crazy on eBay, but it won't. You'll find it like at a reasonable price. I don't know why. That's not for everything. I missed
out on Resident Evil 4K. That whole set. I really wanted that, and I missed out.
Yeah, it pays to shop around, I guess.
When I first started buying steelbooks, I hadn't quite learned to pre-order them because it was like especially like the MCU stuff. It's for people figured out that they were kind of short selling at first, or they just weren't people. They got popular all of a sudden, and everybody started buying them, and they didn't have enough copies. So at first, I was missing buying them because I wasn't keeping up with when they were coming out, and so I was actually going on eBay and buying some of them, but paying basically just maybe $5 extra than what they were selling them. But I bought a few like that, but it wasn't that big. I was like, yeah, I'll pay $5 extra for my incompetence for not, but I'm not paying like 20 extra bucks, but I'll pay $5 just at first. And then I said, well, from then on, I pre-ordered everything. Literally, a lot of times I'd go see an MCU movie in the theater. And when I got out of the theater, I would get on Best Buy and see if they had it ready for pre-order. And a lot of times they would. the weekend of, and so I had to go and pre-order it then before anybody else.
I have to say that Best Buy is kind of my main source for my physical media at the moment. Now, yes, I do have certain things pre-ordered or on their way from, like, say, Amazon or Shout Factory. I think it's the one that's doing the Transformer movie 4K, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Shout Factory. So that's going to be August, of course, but I have that on a pre-order, and then I have the Columbia Classics. That's for September, I believe. But it's pre-ordered, Volume 2. And, of course, I'm going to say it again. I felt like Social Network did not need to be a part of that.
I think there's a lot more movies that could have been definitely considered.
Yeah,
I wonder if somebody with a lot of money might have had the influence on that decision.
Well, because it's called the Social Network, that it's timely because it's the Social Network.
Maybe they thought it was just of social relevance or something. Maybe.
And you know what's funny? I think it was Columbia Pictures themselves that put out Ghostbusters, the first one. I think it was, when they start off that, beginning with the little ominous music. I think it's Columbia Pictures. I believe that's what it is in the beginning.
Yeah.
Of course, I'd have to put that on to really know for sure, but I think it is.
Now, I wasn't too thrilled about Stripes being on there either.
Stripes didn't really need it. It didn't need it.
No. It's just not. It's funny, but it's not. It's what it was. Caddyshack. Is Caddyshack released by Paramount or
Warner Brothers?
I'm not sure.
Is it Warner Brothers? Okay,
Warner Brothers.
Yeah, because
I was saying if it was released by the same company, I'd have put that on there way before Stripes. Yeah. Caddyshack's funny. Some people think so, and some people's not. But it's funnier than Stripes. Stripes is good, but I don't understand that. It's just
I don't see how they pick stuff sometimes. It was some of the scenes were filmed in my backyard area, from Stripes. But it's funny. I grew up with it. But.
Same here. It's a funny movie, but do I feel like it needs a 4K at this moment in time? No. So they could have gone with other classic titles that didn't say have a Blu-ray, so to speak, either, and just kind of skip that and give it a 4K.
Yeah.
They could have done that. Like Phantom of the Opera. There you go.
Yeah.
That would have been a great one.
Yeah.
Well, do you guys have the Universal Monsters set? It's got
I only have one of them, and it's Dracula.
Frankenstein and all those.
Yeah.
They always stick the 1962 version on there, or no, the 43 version of Phantom of the Opera on with those, and it really doesn't fit. They always try to include that set, and it's just I don't know.
I've got it, but I don't know which version of it I have.
Yeah, it's the Technicolor one and stuff, and it's
mine didn't come with the Phantom of the Opera.
Yeah.
Or hell, get the Sound of Music.
Oh yeah, it's on that one.
I have that version. They had bigger box sets versions, but I didn't buy that one.
I had the Steelbook collection that Alex Ross did on the cover art on.
Oh yeah, I got one of those. I didn't.
I had them. Best Buy did them, and they did the plastic slip covers over them. And I had those, and I was like, that's all right. I eventually, but then Zavvi put out an actual box that held them all.
Oh wow!
It's a paper box, but it was still cool. So I switched over to that. But yeah, the artwork on these were amazing.
Now, see if they would have gave that treatment to how they did the Rambo and the Game of Thrones set, then you would have been happier than ever compared to what you got.
Yeah, the art was really good on that. But I don't know. I couldn't. I was going to have to quadruple dip,
right?
Buy it. Just have multiple copies of Frankenstein or something,
Yeah.
See, I try not to have multiple copies of a certain movie only because if I do have it, I have it. Like, yeah, I'm a collector, but I'm not a hardcore collector, as in to where I have to have multiples of one movie, every single title that I have, you know. And I know there are people who do that, and I have certain titles that I do that too, but it's very, very few. It's not. It's like literally less than a handful that I've ever done that to with double dipping and triple dipping kind of thing.
Yeah.
So kind of
Have this
small
whole-
amount of a collection right
This
there.
whole starting like right there to
Uh
right there.
huh. Uh huh.
All that's Joker. Is that sad? I feel like that's a little sad.
You were showing that
All
shit
of
off
that.
before.
Oh, the new Joker. Yeah,
All of that is different.
Joaquin
Joker
Phoenix,
releases.
yeah.
that's a great movie though. But
It was. I don't know why. I went all in with that one. And then
Hey, don't feel bad. Durant Cinema, he does that with John Wick.
Yeah, and Cinema Museum is finally going to release there, and I pre-ordered that over a year ago, and it's finally coming. So there'll be another one in this little area right here.
Oh, there you go.
oh wow,
I'm excited to get the Labyrinth 35th anniversary because it's got a new master on it for a 4K. Because even though it's got a previous 4K, it's getting a new one.
Oh.
Oh yeah, it's going to be a digibook. It's not going to be a steelbook. So
yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, so the pre-orders all are already going through on Amazon. So at least that's the only platform that you can really go through at the moment that I know of.
Right.
But if Best Buy happens to do that, I will go through Best Buy, of course.
I think a lot of companies are doing that. When they restore a film, they go ahead and do the 4K restoration so they can put it out later on. You know, they might just make a 2K and stuff, but they'll restoration. You know, I've noticed that.
I happen to be a big fan of a movie called Coraline, and I love the music to that movie very, very much. And apparently someone had asked, movie news person called Geek Gab on Instagram, should I wait for the 4K or should I get the Blu-ray that's coming just in a few months? And he basically just told him to it's better to wait or something like that,
Yeah, I saw that.
And I had messaged him. I said, hey, is it coming to 4K? And he basically couldn't say yes or no. He just basically put it as a to be determined type of message.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
As in, he knows it's in the works, but he doesn't know if it's actually gonna happen.
That'd be a good Halloween release.
Oh yeah, I'd go for that.
They would have announced that by now if it was getting that.
Maybe sometimes they're late on their, hey, this is coming.
Yeah, because I was surprised. Was it Roger Rabbit that said September?
Yeah, it was supposed to be either September or even maybe November.
Okay.
As a holiday movie to sell.
Yeah.
But then all of a sudden, of course, he released it and it said October, and I'm like, wow, interesting month to lay it out there, but okay.
I'll take it.
I mean, it's Roger Rabbit, why not?
Is there pre-orders for that yet?
Not yet.
No, not yet.
Yeah.
At least not through Best Buy for me. Amazon, I don't think there's a pre-order going yet.
No, I haven't seen it. I mean, I think that news literally dropped today, so I don't.
Yeah.
Usually it takes a couple of days for I see it pop up on Amazon and stuff.
And Unbreakable with Bruce Willis, M. Night Shyamalan.
I was surprised at that one.
That's awesome.
Split and Glass got to 4K, so why not give Unbreakable the 4K?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I would have thought they would have done that when Glass came out,
Yeah. If you were gonna do it, I would have figured it would happen back then.
That's what I think. The new Mortal Kombat coming out to 4K, you would think maybe the 1995 would go with that as an anniversary of some sort or whatever it may be. No, they didn't do that.
Yeah.
Little sad.
Most people that's going to shell out money for the new one, they're going to go, hey, I don't have it on Blu-ray or something. I'll go ahead and buy the old one also. The older one.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe they're crunching numbers, and maybe it doesn't. something doesn't make sense to them. So,
well, minusing the new Mortal Kombat, I have all the Mortal Kombat movies, so to speak.
Yeah.
At least stuff that was like put on like DVD or Blu-ray.
What I'm disappointed in is not hearing about that Lord of the Rings Super Special Edition 4K set that's supposed to came out this year. The one with all the special features and
appendices I think you're
and all that
talking
stuff.
Middle Earth Collection is what it's supposed to be called.
Yeah, I read something about that.
They'll do it to where you have to buy it again, probably close to the holidays or something, and
maybe.
Yeah.
When it first got announced, I think it's supposed to came out in spring, but then no announcement ever came about. So,
well, that's what they did when they did the DVD back in the day. The DVD ones, they had the deluxe ones, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
and they did it like that. So that's probably their same strategy.
Mm-hmm.
I only bought one of those like that. I bought the very first DVD, and then when the deluxe came out the next time around, I just waited for the deluxe.
Yeah,
extended editions. Yeah,
yeah. I mean, those
still
were
got
really
those
nice
right
back
over
in
here
the
on
day.
the shelves. Yeah, I got them right over here on the shelf, and
I like those.
That's one of my few that I've got double and triple dipped. I got the DVD, Blu-ray, and 4K. And I would highly consider buying that super special edition to complete my collection, because I don't have a super special edition for. Sorry, I call it the super special edition because that's until the official thing comes out. But
yeah,
I want a complete edition of it on 4K all together in one package.
Did you get that?
Well,
the
I heard
Blu-ray
that
one where it's like it came in like its own little like it's like a wooden box that held all of them.
No.
Did you get that edition?
No,
that one dropped in price on Amazon this past Christmas. I was surprised. I was surprised to see that.
I know some people that have that set and just took the 4Ks out and made that a 4K set.
Yeah.
No.
I would like to see the Puppet Master get a 4K.
Yeah.
I could see them doing the original one.
Maybe the first one, but they probably wouldn't do it to the rest.
No.
But to the first one, because the first one's like kind of iconic in the horror industry. So,
yeah.
I mean, I would.
Yeah, I think Full Moon owns all that.
Yeah,
So
Full Moon's milking Puppet Master for all they can.
Yeah.
That's another set I'd like to have. That Puppet Master set, the big set that came out.
Oh, that looked like a chest.
Year. I almost got it. They did. They had.
I was about to say, I showed you the link.
Yeah, they had a good sell on it last Christmas. It was.
They
cheap.
did. I was surprised you didn't grab it.
I was poor back then. Maybe they'll do it this year.
So was I. Don't feel bad. I think most of us are poor at that time during the holidays.
It was either get that for me or get the children Christmas. So I figured the children been all right. So I got them some Christmas.
2010.
Yeah. They wouldn't have appreciated it.
I know, Dad. Really, you think about that more than you think about.
But no, guys, look! It opens like a chest. You see this?
Yeah,
it opens like a chest.
Ooh.
Can we watch those? No, you cannot. Not yet.
Don't touch it.
Sadly, there's people out there who would actually do that to their kids.
Sadly, yes. Me, I don't do that. So.
There's people that put themselves in front of everybody. Not just,
yeah. Fuck you and your feelings, and it's like, okay, I'll remember that. You know.
Yeah.
You know, shit.
Yeah.
Phew.
Anyway, so what I was going to say a moment ago is that anybody aware of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 1990 getting a 4K, possibly next year?
That's cool.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That definitely that would look good in 4K. It's kind of a dark movie anyway.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
I think that would definitely benefit in 4K.
Yeah.
I'd like to see both 1 and 2. That'd be nice.
Well, of course, 1 and 2.
They can ignore 3. I'm fine with that.
I think a lot of people would ignore 3.
Towards the mid and late 80s, that type of film they had filmed on in the that's in the 70s and kind of early 80s. It just depends who filmed it, but it's just the film and the technology. Of course, the technology was better. The cameras got better, obviously, but the film, I just didn't like the way it looked. So in the kind of mid 80s and stuff, they started coming out of that, and the film started looking good. It started even looking more colorful, or it just didn't have that. I don't know. It's some kind of tint to it that I just never liked about 70s movies, and which I like 70s movies, but there's just Mike can probably explain that process better than I can, but
I don't know. But I'm thinking though. I think Dick Tracy would be a good one. That came out in '90 and had all that color. Those color schemes, would look really good and sharp. Sharpen them up really good. So that would I would definitely buy that.
As a 4K, hell yes, I would definitely. Wow, that movie deserves it so much.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of underrated. It's not the absolute
It's not the best,
movie.
but it definitely is underrated at the same time.
Yeah, it's.
I agree with you.
Get the Rocketeer on 4K.
Yes.
Yeah.
Rocketeer was good too. Yeah.
That's a classic. Yes.
That would look good.
I heard that the Neverending Story does have a 4K mastering. That it's supposed to come through Germany's July 1st, but I've tried to go through the Amazon website of Germany and it's not showing on there. So I don't know if they postponed it or what.
That would be a good one to have. I remember them announcing it, or was it earlier this year or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be a good one to get.
Yeah.
I agree. Because next year's Lost Boys, so it's like, get all these classic 80s out now.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, Legend with Tom Cruise and Tim Curry is supposed to come out this year.
Yeah, that's a very good looking movie on widescreen, and it looks that would be good looking.
It would be one of the perfect movies to master in 4K. Perfect movie to do.
Oh yeah.
Maybe as good as Blade Runner. You know how the attention it got for that remaster, because Legend has a lot of color, but it also has a lot of darkness to it as well. So it kind of balances itself out, kind of like Blade Runner in a sense, where it's colorful, but it's dark too.
Yeah, I was going to say he was kind of a director that used a lot of darkness and stuff, like you said, Blade Runner and stuff. And I wonder how Gladiator came out. I haven't seen the 4K of it, so I don't. I would think that would look.
It looks amazing. Ridley Scott.
Ridley Scott.
The same guy who did Alien.
Yeah.
Red Dawn might be all right on 4K as well.
Red Dawn?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that too.
I could. Or like even the Hot Shots movies.
Dude, I love the Hot Shot movies. Are you shitting me right now?
I love those movies too.
I got something to show
I'd rather see Naked Gun get a 4K before those. So.
That would be a good one too.
All three of them. Give me
all three of them. Exactly.
Yeah, box set 4K.
I'm surprised. I've heard people talk about the Naked Gun before and be like, well, I've seen the first one, but I'm kind of weary about the second two. And I'm like, man, the second two are really funny as well. They're up there with the first one almost.
Like they accent each other, in my opinion. Like they're all good regardless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was so excited when I found that. This is one of my early buys when I was collecting steelbooks. It's the steelbooks for Hot Shots 1 and 2.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
That's pretty awesome right there.
That's awesome.
That's ridiculous.
Is that an American release? That's
no,
pretty cool.
It was not.
Okay. Yeah.
But the discs are region free.
Okay.
Nice.
Because I was thinking the Blu-rays, there's not, both of them are not on in American releases, are they? I don't think.
No, yeah.
Naked Gun, yes, they are.
Are they?
They are
I've
just
got-
not the way
from
he
the
has.
UK.
No, I know they're not in the steelbook like that, but the individuals.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
yeah.
maybe
Both
not
these-
individuals. I think it just comes as a pack,
Okay.
Blu-ray pack.
Okay.
Because I remember seeing one at my local Target when they had one of their old displays up, and this was like years ago. And I should have grabbed it then, but of course I didn't. And they had like Crocodile Dundee 1 and 2 in Blu-ray,
Yeah.
and
I got
yeah,
that somewhere.
and I have RoboCop. I have all the movies, and it's funny. I think the masters that Arrow put out are the ones that I actually have.
Dundee
Just wasn't
collection.
like give it that Arrow look. Oh,
That's
there you
nice.
Yeah. I love Crocodile Dundee.
go. Oh, I
What's
do.
that?
too.
What-
Yeah.
What's that movie
There's
that
a
he,
new
he
one.
just did? Well, it's like a. What's the movie that the actor just did where he's playing himself? Chevy Chase is in it. It just came
That
out
is
on
the new
Blu-ray.
one,
It's not. It's not a
Oh.
Dundee movie though.
but it is a Dundee movie, and it does have
Yeah,
Chevy Chase in it.
I mean, it's
Oh,
it's
I don't know.
it's a but it's kind of like it, you know, it's kind of it's a movie within a movie. Like it's almost like a documentary. Like he's playing himself as the actor. And
Sounds familiar, but I can't think of.
I forget the
name.
title of it. I've seen it a couple times.
What
I've been
is
meaning
it
to grab
now?
It's
I'm
it's
sorry, I
got
was looking up.
He plays
It's-
like himself in a
yeah,
mock. It's like a mock documentary or something.
yeah, kind of, yeah.
Mockumentary.
I don't know if it's
mockumentary.
not.
But it's just all about him, just like them wanting him to make another Crocodile Dundee, but him like it's not relevant anymore. I don't know why you want me to do
Oh, that. Oh, that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I thought you said Chevy Chase. I didn't know you were talking about. Paul
He's in
No,
it.
Hogan.
he did say
He's
Chevy
in it.
Chase.
Oh, he did say Chevy Chase.
that. Yeah, he's
Yeah,
in it.
he's in it.
making another Crocodile Dundee. Is that
No,
what
it's
you're
already made. It's on Blu-ray and DVD.
Yeah, he like shows up in it or something.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
I think he's
Okay.
his driver for some reason. I think he's like his Uber driver or something at some point. Because he's like,
It's
I
"Are
can't
Paul-
remember
things
the
that bad?"
actual name of it, but it's brand new. Like maybe just a couple months worth new.
If that,
But-
if that. I almost bought it. at
I got
Target last
confused
week.
because
It
there's
sounds
there was a
familiar.
Paul
I just-
Hogan movie that. Sorry.
Well, no, there is a Danny McBride version that has
That's-
to do with
that wasn't
Crocodile
a movie.
Dundee, but him as his son.
No,
Okay.
that was not a movie.
Well-
that was a prank for trap.
That was a prank?
That was a prank to get people to try. It turned out to be an Australian travel commercial. I wanted that
No
to be
way.
real so bad.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, it was him.
Yeah, I remember
and,
that. Yeah.
And Thor Hemsworth.
Hemsworth,
And
yeah.
Hemsworth.
They did like these commercials, but it ended up being an advertisement to travel to Australia.
Oh, what a bitch.
I know. I saw that. I was like, "This
Yeah.
is the greatest thing ever. This is the greatest idea."
I
But
know.
no,
I was
no,
like
but-
kind
it
of
was all
pumped to
fake.
see what it was going to look like, but then I,
Yeah.
of course, never heard anything of it, and I just kind of forgot about it.
No, it was
Yeah.
all,
No,
it was all
what,
fake.
why I was
bummed about that.
confused. Why I was confused is like Paul Hogan had a movie came out a couple of years ago. It's called The Incredible Mr. Dundee or something like that.
Yeah.
Amazing Mr. Dundee, but it's him playing himself essentially. But he's him playing himself, kind of being like Larry David in Curb Your Enthusiasm, where he's kind of has all these events happen to him where he's kind of made out to be an asshole, sort of, and said, but he's in
That's kind of
Hollywood.
an-
He's not in.
Yeah.
He's not in.
This sounds like the movie that I was just trying to remember the name. I thought it just came
But,
out like pretty
But,
recently.
like John Cleese is in it. Maybe Chevy Chase is in it.
You know what?
John
No,
Cleese.
no, it is John Cleese. You're right. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Yeah,
But
it's
Chevy
that
Chase
movie.
might be in it too. There was two.
No,
there
Chevy
was two
Chase is
for-
in the new one. The new one that just came out. He's in that one.
I need to get it. It looks hilarious.
Like the brand spanking new Crocodile Dundee, it has Chevy Chase in it. I can't remember the other actor at the moment, but it is Chevy Chase in it.
Is it like a Netflix movie or something?
I didn't see it on
Uh,
Netflix. I just know that I saw it at Target, and it was
Yeah.
out on
Oh,
Blu-ray
okay.
and DVD.
Yeah, because I almost bought
And I
it.
didn't even know it was
last-
coming out.
Yeah, I almost bought it last week because it was that buy two get one sale that they were doing. But I
Yeah,
didn't.
they had that sale going on. Yeah.
So did they say they weren't putting Coming to America 2 out on physical media since it was
That's
a
what I've
Netflix?
heard. I don't know if they'll actually go with that
Yeah.
because MGM is now part of Amazon, and I don't know if MGM owns the rights to coming to America #2, but if they do, there's a possibility it could come out to visit.
Well, I remember when The Irishman came out.
Criterion.
Scorsese, the movie where it came out on Netflix first, and then it went to the theater, and then they did the special edition for Criterion. So,
well, fellas, it's we've been past 10 o'clock, so it's whatever you guys want to do.
All right then. Well, I got to get going anyway because I'm hungry and I need to eat.
Okay.
Well, this was fun, gentlemen.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, thank you all for being on.
Thanks for coming on, Mike. Short.
No
Mike,
problem.
nice to meet you.
Yep.
Thank you for being on.
Yeah, nice to meet you guys.
We'll have you on more often too.
Okay, dope.
All right. Everybody have a good night.
Yeah.
Save me a
Talk
seat.
to you later.
See you
later. Yep. Bye.
See you later.